Alright, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how to run Ubuntu off of the thumb drive. Very easy process. So the first thing you're going to have to do is get a copy of the Ubuntu software. This is going to come through in ISO. For this, we're going to go to a website called Ubuntu, and we'll walk you completely through this. We're going to go straight to, let's say, download. We're going to go to Ubuntu desktop. Once you click on the desktop Ubuntu, it'll automatically start downloading. So you can just go all the way down to the bottom of your browser or the top right, whichever browser you're using. In this case, I'm using Google Chrome. And you can see your download down here. Once your download is done, go to show in folder. This is going to be the ISO. I'm going to end up putting this on my desktop for now, since I'm going to use this in a little bit here. Next thing you are going to need is the Rufus software. The Rufus software allows you to take an ISO file and put it onto a thumb drive. So this is where we get the Rufus. We go all the way down to the Rufus full version. You can get the portable version as well, but I usually use the full version. And that should download rather quickly, actually. And then just launch the .exe. Once the .exe launches, here's your Rufus. Alright, so next step is to take a thumb drive. I'm using an 8 gig thumb drive. I don't recommend anything lower than 8 gig. This is perfect. Plug that into your computer, and Rufus should automatically see it. Now, keep in mind that you are going to be formatting this when using Rufus. So if you have anything on that thumb drive that you want to save, back it up now. Do not do this yet. So once you've done that, all right, here we go. Within Rufus, we have to select this ISO here. So we're going to click on select, and we're going to look for it. We put it on the desktop, so we're going to look for it. This is the Ubuntu 20.04 desktop ISO, and click open. So now that is selected, the next step is going to be to just click start. You can leave all of this exactly the same way. You don't have to change any of this. Just click start and click yes. Write in ISO image mode recommended. Yes. Okay. And now we have to wait for this process to finish. And it, of course, warns you all data on this device will be destroyed. Do you want to continue? And I'll click OK, yes. It's going to start deleting and actually creating the file system. So once this is done, we'll continue. It's ready! Yes, it's finally ready. All right. So now that it's ready, we are going to close this out, and your image on your drive is done. There it is. It's done. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go to the other camera, and I'm going to show you the process of actually booting into it. All right, y'all, we got our thumb drive made. So now we is going to plug it into our computer real quick over there. I'll be right there. I'll be right back. I just got to find a free port because I got a whole bunch of stuff connected to my system. Alright, so the next step is to boot into the, or boot from the USB thumb drive. Now, depending on your motherboard that you have, this could mean to get to the boot menu, it could be F12, it could be escape, it could be F8, it could be delete. So make sure you know what board you have in your system before you try to press all the darn buttons. You can easily look this up, look into your system, and just like you know, look at it. So for my system, I believe is F12. I believe. It's a gigabyte board. Yep, F12. It says it right there. So we're going to select our SanDisk or our USB drive and click enter. And it should boot into this gorgeous scene of events. And the first option is going to be selected for you, which is Ubuntu. It'll automatically select it for you if you don't select anything. So make sure you select something. Once it selects the Ubuntu part, you can press enter on it, and then you have to wait for this to load. Whoa. We did it! Alright, so once this loads up, and finally loads up, it'll give you two options. It'll give you the option to try Ubuntu or install Ubuntu. You are going to try Ubuntu. And that's going to be the selection on the left, right there. And what this is going to do is going to load up an entire operating system of Ubuntu off of your thumb drive. And it allows you to do everything you need to do with it. Alright, so that's how you launch Ubuntu off of a thumb drive. Now, keep a couple of things in mind. Using this method is technically a full system from Ubuntu. So you can do anything that you would do on a regular installed Ubuntu on here, including accessing other drives. Here's another thing that you gotta keep in mind though. Every time you boot into it, it's going to be a fresh copy of it. So if you save anything on here, if you save anything on your desktop or anything in your file system here, it will be deleted as soon as you turn it off. And then once you get back into it, it won't be there anymore. So if you need to work on something, if you need to download something, if you need to do any kind of work, make sure that you have an external drive plugged into this. So that way, when you it gives you access to that external drive. So you could go down here to other locations, and it still shows all of my other drives that are on my computer. That includes any externally plugged in devices. So then save everything on those devices, not on the actual USB image that you are currently working on. Alright everybody, that's it for this video. I hope this was helpful to you and informative. If you liked it or if it helped you out, make sure you like and subscribe. It does help out the channel. And I really hope that this did help you. And hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching. See ya.